Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest forecast heading into this Friday. We had highs in the 40s and 50s yesterday. Well, not so much the 50s. Most of that occurred before sunrise as the cooler temperatures moved in through the afternoon. So most spots were in the 40s through the afternoon. It was near 50 in several areas, especially along and south of I-70, but certainly didn't get into the 50s during the daytime hours. We definitely won't be anywhere close to that today. In fact, stuck in the 30s today, and we will have a round of snow pushing through this morning. A lot of stuff to be watching out for because of how warm it's been so far this month. The roads are fairly warm, so depending on the timing of when some of the heavier bands of snow push through and what the temperatures are will depend on how much is able to accumulate. But bottom line is, no matter what, please be careful out on the roadways. Of course, as the snow is falling, there may be reduced visibility too, so just be aware of that. So what can we expect with the snow this morning? This is 7:30 early this morning with that band of snow pushing through the Topeka, Council Grove area about that time, just in time for the morning commute, and pushing through our southeastern communities through about 10 o'clock or so. For the most part, should be out of the area by 11. That'll set us up with continued cloudy skies for the remainder of the day. Maybe a few peaks of sun in some spots just before sunset, but we really get that cloud cover to clear out fairly quickly around 6, 7 o'clock, giving us clear skies overnight. And with that fresh layer of snow on the ground, that could mean a frigid night. So be prepared for that. As far as how much snow to expect, I think this is pretty decent as far as how much snow we could potentially have. Obviously, we'll continue to monitor it, but again, a lot of it may end up being on grassy surfaces just because of how warm it's been recently. And even then, the 2-inch soil temperatures are in the low 40s. So it's going to depend on the rate of the snow as it falls. And will the rate exceed the melting as far as it accumulating? So it's always tricky this time of year when it comes to forecasting snow because we have been a little bit on the warmer side, and certainly something to be mindful of. Here's another short-term computer model with the snow not even getting down into the Emporia Burlington area, at least with accumulation, and generally at about ½ inch. Really thinking that first one is going to be about what we're going to see. But again, it's going to depend on temperatures because as temperatures are getting close to the freezing mark with that band of snow pushing through, it'll be something to watch for as far as how easily it's able to stick. But be careful out on the roads. Bundle up too. Wind chill values at 6 o'clock in the 20s, as much of the day will be in the 20s for wind chill values, and then quickly cooling down into the teens. I wouldn't even be surprised if we had a lot more single digits early tomorrow morning compared to what this model is indicating. So be prepared for a frigid start early Saturday morning, and then warming up into the upper 20s and low 30s for wind chills by the afternoon. By Sunday morning, not quite as bad, a little bit more seasonal, even though a little bit above average for this time of year. And that will set us up for mild temperatures for Sunday into next week. Highs in the 50s and 60s, maybe even reaching 70 on Wednesday, and then generally 30s and 40s for lows. So we just have to get through today and tonight. And well, a little bit on Saturday, technically a little bit below average on Saturday before we get back above average beginning on Sunday. And looking ahead to the rest of the month, looking at probability of above average temperatures, probability of wetter than normal conditions. We'll watch that. I don't see a whole lot of activities showing up across our area, at least on the latest computer models after this morning's snow chance. So we'll keep an eye on that, but at least for the rest of the 8 days, this is going to be our best opportunity of precipitation. And it's not going to be much either, but I think everyone will at least get some flurries flying around. It's just a matter of how much is able to accumulate. So be prepared for some slick spots out on the roadways, especially this morning. And if that snow or the melted snow does not evaporate in time once those temperatures start to plummet tonight, watch out for black ice to redevelop tonight into tomorrow morning too. So be prepared for that as well, especially in some untreated road surfaces, bridges and overpasses, those type of roadways. In the meantime, have a great day, stay safe and stay warm.